morning, everyone. It is around 6 a.m. right now. I actually can't even believe that I'm on the camera at this time because I can barely form a sentence, but it's fine. Okay, so I wanted to make this video because for me, I have been on early mornings recently, 6 a.m. mornings, waking up, going to the gym, just doing the things that I need to do. And sometimes I like to watch other YouTubers do their morning routines just because it's like motivating. And I just want this video to be something that you can play in the mornings if you're going to school, if you have to get up for work, or even if you just like want to get on an earlier morning routine. I think it's nice to like do it with someone type of thing. Now, I work for myself. I am a full-time content creator. Do I need to be up at this time? Not really, but this is what I've been finding recently, and this contributes as to why I'm waking up like specifically at like 6 a.m. I have realized that if I sleep longer than like 7.5 to 8 hours of sleep, like solid sleep, I actually feel more lethargic, more foggy, more just not productive in my day. And I'm super here for like letting your body rest and sleeping a lot. I have chronic illness, so I really give myself a lot of leeway. And it's not to mean that I wake up at 6 a.m. every single day all the time, but I have just been finding, at least throughout the week, it just makes me feel really accomplished, but also it just works for my body when I actually just make sure that I'm only getting like 7.5 to 8 hours of sleep. I set my alarm and I wake up, and yeah, I'm like tired in the morning, but as soon as I get up, it's like, this is when my body actually wanted to get up, and I definitely did get enough sleep. And I think just sometimes you have to just pick the lesser of two evils in a way. Like, do I wake up early in the morning, or do I sleep in and maybe even feel a little bit more lethargic because I kind of overslept, or I just kind of feel not the best and not the most productive because I didn't start my mornings early, or I wake up at like 6 a.m. I set the alarm, and yeah, I might feel like a little uncomfortable at first, but then once I'm up, I feel good, and then I go to the gym, and obviously my whole entire day is like way better. Like, sometimes you just have to choose. So if you are struggling with trying to wake up early and stuff, I think you just need to like be realistic and remind yourself, like, let's not wait for the perfect day when we wake up and we're going to feel super awake, because I mean, it's the morning, early in the morning, and you probably won't, especially at the beginning, but just remind yourself that you're gonna feel so much better when you get your workout done, when you get all of these things done, especially early in the morning. So that's just kind of like what I like to do. So anyways, I wake up in the morning and I make my bed, because let's just make our beds in the morning. I'm going to scrape my tongue scraper. Really good to do this right when you wake up in the morning, before you even like drink a lot of water or eat. But am I perfect with this? No, it's not a big deal. And then I'm just gonna brush my teeth, and then we will get to the next step of my morning routine. By the way, this toothbrush is so cute. Like, there's something about having a pink toothbrush that just makes me feel like I want to brush my teeth more often. Anyways, I will have this linked. I think this is a Philips Sonicare. Get an electric toothbrush. It will change your life. Also, I don't do any skincare in the morning because I'm going to the gym. I just don't see any point in doing anything, so I don't do anything to my skin until we get back. And also right now I'm using Sensodyne toothpaste, and there's a little bit of whitening in it. Okay, next step is I like to take my supplements, or some of them. One being my probiotic. Right now I'm just taking this NFH Probo Mood SAP. It's basically just a probiotic, and this is supporting my gut health. And then I'm also gonna take some vitamin D3 with K2, and the K2 helps the D3 actually absorb better in your body. And I think this is something that not a lot of people know, and I didn't know this for the longest time as well, even when I was super into wellness, that sometimes you need other vitamins or minerals paired with the current vitamin or like mineral that you're trying to take in order for your body to actually absorb it better. Like with iron, your body can utilize iron a lot better if you pair it with vitamin C. Not every single iron that you get will probably require the vitamin C, but it is like just better to pair it with vitamin C, but I feel like a lot of us don't know. And so like that is with D3. This is from Athletic Greens. So I'll link this down below. I really like it. Also, I know there's a lot of vitamins where It just requires like a healthy, balanced diet. Sometimes like healthy fats in order for some of your vitamins and or minerals to really absorb into the body. So it's just really good to also just like look at supplements and vitamins and stuff from this place of it's not going to be the thing that probably fixes all my issues, and I really do need to make sure that I'm still eating right and I'm sleeping right and I'm drinking water in order for my body to even benefit from these. And also just to do your research. Now, right now at the gym, I am going fasted. Mainly that's because I'm not lifting super heavy right now because I'm kind of getting back into weightlifting again after having some gut health issues. So I kind of just like took a little bit of time off, and I'm just like kind of doing cardio, so I don't feel like I need a lot of energy. And also I think fasting can be very beneficial for people who have IBD or IBS. You have a lot of like stomach issues if you're in a flare-up, because sometimes it's nice to just give your digestion a rest and not always be having it on digesting food over and over and over again because it's so sensitive. So that's kind of like, I didn't really plan that, but in my head I'm kind of like, I'm just gonna do a little bit of fasting in the mornings, but I don't typically do that. I actually don't think it's really good for a lot of women because of our cycles and our hormones. So I wouldn't necessarily recommend fasting. If this is just like my opinion and advice. I used to be a personal trainer and a health coach, and I don't know, I feel like I've been doing this for so many years, but like, I don't even think fasting is necessarily very optimal, even if you're just trying to lose weight. I understand that it works, but I just think over time, it's really not sustainable, and it can also cause a lot of problems down the line for women and their periods and their cycles, like hormones and things like that. So fasting can definitely have its benefits. It's great for some people in some instances. I never really do that, but right now that's why I'm kind of doing that. But I'm going to have a little bit of Celtic sea salt, and I'm gonna put like a few little crystals on my tongue and then drink some more water. This has been shown, this mineral, to really help your body really absorb and hydrate after drinking your water. It's basically like a natural electrolyte. Like, you know, those electrolyte packages, like the liquid IVs and this, that. The reason why liquid IV, I don't know if you've ever noticed, tastes a little bit on the salty side is because there is salt in it, and that's typically what is in electrolyte drinks. But I'm just gonna take this. You can mix this in like warm water with lemon, but I just find I don't even really have that much of an appetite in the morning. So for me to like drink like a lot of water before I go and do anything, it's just not realistic for me. And so I just like to sip on water. Next thing I do is I fill up my water bottle. I don't even know how many ounces this is, but it's a big water bottle. It's from Bottle. I love this water bottle. Ever since I got this like a year ago, I have drank so much more water. I just do not drink water that much if I do not have it in a water bottle. So just a pro tip, if you're ever wanting to drink more water, get a water bottle you really like and you will probably drink way more water. This water station, actually a water station where it's a little bit insane, but whatever. At the top here, it filters the water through this fluoride filter, so it takes out fluoride from the water, and then it goes through a regular like filtration system, and then once it drops into here, there's like mineral rocks that like release the minerals back into the water, and then it gives you the water. It tastes really good. I love it. I also like drinking water. This is not really lukewarm. I would say it's like a little bit cooler because I just find that I'm actually able to drink more water when it's not freezing cold. Sometimes if it's dead in the summertime and I'm like super parched, then yeah, like I'll add a bunch of ice cubes to my water, and sometimes I do that. But for the most part, I just find like having water that's not freezing cold actually allows me to drink more water, and it is really good for your digestion to not have like super cold water. This is from Santivia. I think I have a discount code or something, or some sort of link, so I'll link it down below. I think it's a great investment. Okay, let's talk workout sets. Honestly guys, I am going shopping on Friday and I need to get new workout sets. I want to go to like Lululemon and get like a nice little sweater or something cute. But in general, I would like to have some more athleisure clothes going into the fall season. But I will be honest and say, Buff Bunny, okay, they have lasted and they are such good quality pieces. I have been wearing their sets for over a year and a half. Okay, so that's what I'm usually wearing when I'm wearing any sort of workout gear. Now I usually wear leggings to go to the gym right now because it is a little bit cooler, but my leggings are being washed, so I guess I'm just gonna wear some shorts and a little top, and then I will have just like a sweater. Okay, so here's the set black shorts, white top from Buff Bunny, and I'm just gonna wear this little jacket, athleisure jacket. This is also from Buff Bunny. I love it. Made so well, honestly. I want to get another one, but they don't have the same exact jacket on their site anymore, so I might like consider getting a Lululemon one. I'm gonna go shopping, like I said. I think I said that, so I might get one, but regardless, I like wearing these also just so when I get hot I can take it off and wrap it around my waist. And then I'm just going to bring this crossbody bag since I'm just doing cardio at the gym. I don't need a lot. And this is from Steve Madden. I have a sweat towel in here, even though my gym provides those, but I just have to bring my own so I don't have to like go into the change room if I don't need to. And then I'm gonna bring my headphones. I forget what version these are, but they're the ones that have like the ends piece that sticks into your ears. So good. They don't fall out, and that's exactly what I wanted with the AirPods and why I didn't like them before they had these. And the noise cancellation is in freaking insane. And then I'm just gonna bring my water bottle, and that's really it, guys. And this is what I like to do, like right in the morning. I just like to get out of my house. Right now I like to do like my journaling and all that kind of stuff to follow. So let's go to the gym and then we will commence. We are back from the gym. I just got out of the shower. I had to detangle and twist my hair, so it took quite a bit. So I'm getting a little hungry, but I just washed my face with the gel cleanser. Going in with this Ayurvedic blend serum makes my skin really bright. It's almost honestly done. I don't do too much in the morning after my workout for skincare because I feel like a lot of the active ingredients or the ingredients that I like to use are better used for nighttime, and I don't do the same thing morning and night and like overload my skin. But also if I'm gonna be wearing makeup, like I just don't want to be doing like 10 layers of skincare because a lot of the times it can like pill depending on what you're putting on your skin. So I just keep it really basic, and then I just go in with my Magic Water cream from Charlotte Tilbury. If it was really sunny, actually it is gonna be sunny today, but whatever. I would probably go in with some SPF after this, but I'm just gonna skip it. I don't wear it every single second. I just try and wear it heavily in the summer. And although we should still do it, I don't put it on the priority list, to be honest. Okay, breakfast today is going to be soup, mainly because it's great for my gut health right now and digestion. So I've been just making really big portions of soup and having it for breakfast and or sometimes even for dinner. I also like it because there's chicken in it, and that gives me protein because I like to still make sure that I'm eating lots of protein. So this soup is made with chicken and lemon and ginger broth, and obviously there's chicken in it, there's carrots, mushrooms, and I put some rice in it, which is great too because it's a good carb and it like will actually give me energy. And I made this rice with bone broth as well. And then in the mornings, I just like when I warm this up, I add a little bit of extra regular bone broth in here just because I want to make sure that I'm getting enough like actual broth. So this is like the perfect post-workout meal that I've been having. Lots of protein, super soothing for the gut. So I'm going to eat this and then we'll get ready. we have come to the end of my morning routine. As you saw, I had some coffee and I journaled. So I'll quickly talk about just a few other things that I didn't really mention. One, about working out. So right now, like I said, I've been like kind of getting back into the gym right now. So I just take things really slow. I've been wanting also to build up my stamina to be able to do more on the Stairmaster. That's what I did today. And I haven't done Stairmaster in the longest time. It is like, it feels 10 times harder than a regular like 12, 330 on the treadmill type of vibe. But the reason why I'm bringing this up is I feel like when we want to get back into a routine, whether it's 6 a.m. mornings or going back to the gym or eating right, please take it slow and give yourself time to actually build up to being able to do that thing. It took me the entire week, this first week back at the gym, to even get up to doing a certain like level on the Stairmaster for 10 minutes. And I already knew that going in. I knew that I was gonna set a very short goal. When I first started, I was like, I'm gonna just do 5 minutes on the Stairmaster, and I don't even know what level I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it really, really easy. And then I was able to slowly like increment it up and lift up the levels or like make it more intense. Sorry, my camera died. Don't really know where I left off, but yeah, just give yourself time to actually get into a routine. And I always say this, just don't try and force yourself to do the exact same thing every single morning. And the only reason why I'm saying that, and if that works for you, that's great. But the only reason why I'm saying that is because I feel like we can get into very much so perfectionist mindsets when it comes to routines. And then we feel bad about ourselves if we don't like wake up exactly at that same time, or if we don't do the hardest workout ever, or if, I don't know, we for some reason wake up in the morning and we're not really that hungry, but we know it's good to drink bone broth in the morning or take our supplements. So instead of listening to our bodies, we kind of like bulldoze past that and then like force ourselves to do things that might not be what our bodies need. Like I always just leave room for like feeling into my body and my intuition and what my body needs and things like that. And I feel like sometimes we really release a lot of our own personal power to outside things and outside influences, and we see other people doing other things, or we read about something and then we're like, oh, okay, this must be the answer. This must be what I need for my body. And you know more than anyone else what is good. And I know it's also important to like get motivation from other people and get information and, see what you need to do for your workouts and eating right and this, that, but like just always leave room for connecting back to yourself. You will always feel the most empowered when you do that. And that's what I do with my morning routines. And I just do what really works for me, not what I think I need to do every single day. Also, I do make sure that I journal at some point in the mornings. I just feel like it's so important for you to focus on reinforcing your self-concept and focusing on the positives, whether it is what you want in your life or what you're trying to focus on or achieve, but also just how you view yourself. I feel like you can really lose those positive beliefs about yourself if you don't train yourself to think in a new way. And unfortunately, a lot of us operate from really shitty belief systems. So even somebody like me, who I believe I have a pretty good self-concept, I look at myself very highly, I've achieved a lot, I've been successful, I still have to reinforce self-concept and certain things in my life about how I view the world, but also myself, because my base programming that I've had for, let's say, like 20 plus years is still kind of with me. And if I'm not being focused on retraining and moving my mind to what I really want to happen in my life, I will go back to the automatic. It's just like what my body was kind of trained to be, or my mind to be trained. So different seasons of my life, it will call for different ways to journal. Right now in my life, I like to really focus in on reminding myself of my worth and how valuable I am and how amazing that I am. That's usually in particular to when I'm like dating someone, because I feel like sometimes you can put that person like on a pedestal and you kind of forget that you're also amazing. So I just like kind of do my journaling based off of what I'm experiencing in my life. If I'm really wanting to manifest certain outcomes in my life, I really focus on what it is that I want from this place of almost like already having it. So I would be writing in my journal as if I already have this successful podcast and this is how my life looks and this is how I feel about myself, and this is how things are happening for me. And of course, just like always being grateful and trying to ground yourself in the present as well is really good. So I kind of like do a mix of all of those things. Again, just connecting back to myself and what I know I really need to hear. That's really it. Like when I'm journaling, it's almost like I'm tapping into like that best friend, motherly, sometimes big sister energy towards myself. And I'm like, okay, what does Alicia need to hear today? And I write from that place. So with that said, I am ready for the day. I have to edit. I had a coaching call that was scheduled, but we had to reschedule it, which is totally fine because I have like other things to work on. But of course, I feel so much more prepared for the day to record a podcast and edit and meet clients and all of these things because I got all of my self-care and like all the things that I know really fuel me done in the morning. And somebody had asked me on Instagram about how do you have motivation to wake up early, especially when it's dark out and this, that. And I ebb and flow, okay? I'm not always waking up at 5 a.m., 6 a.m. and this, that. But I think when I'm in these phases a lot of the times, and again, it's totally fine to like not have these phases, but when I am, it's really just about focusing on what would make me feel happier in the long term and focusing on how I'm going to feel after I do the thing versus focusing on how hard the thing will feel in the moment. Because if you do that, then of course you're not going to want to do it. So I kind of just like bypass those thoughts in the morning of like, oh my God, I'm going to be so tired, or I'm not going to have an appetite, or it's going to be so hard to do legs today, this, that. I kind of just like wake up, get myself out of bed and do one step at a time and not really like negotiate with myself about it. Like I'm not really entertaining the thoughts about like how hard things are going to be or not. Like I don't even need to like discuss it. There's no discussing it. You just get up and you go and do that. And when I am thinking about these things, I'm thinking about it from a place of like, I just know that after I do my workout and everything like that, I'm gonna feel more productive during my day. And the alternative is I will sleep in, or I won't go on a walk, or I won't go do my workout and I won't eat right. And then I'm just gonna have like a half-assed day because I know it'll be in the back of my mind that I didn't go do my workout, that I didn't wake up early, that I didn't do X, Y, and Z. And so like, you just have to choose which one is going to be worse, right? And what's going to be worse is your whole entire day sitting with the fact that you didn't wake up and do the things that you really want to actually do versus maybe that small part of the morning where it doesn't feel really good, but then 3 seconds later it does, you know? You can always romanticize it. That's another thing that I actually forgot to mention, but listening to music, I love listening to Tate McRae. She's like one of my favorite artists. I have a lot of playlists on Spotify. I can link them down below. You guys really like them. Sometimes I listen to a motivating podcast, and then sometimes listen to videos like this to get me inspired. So just do the things that will obviously help you be motivated. And I think like other things that can help you actually stay motivated and disciplined, to be honest. And I know you can't just like always rely on motivation, but I feel like a lot of times we actually rely on motivation to be disciplined. So I don't really know about that, is to just make your routines work for you, right? Like, don't force yourself to do these hard, strenuous things that are not realistic because you just won't do them. So I feel like I've created a routine that works right now in my life. It will probably switch up. Maybe I'll start waking up a little bit earlier. Maybe there's some days that I'm waking up a little bit later. On the weekends, I like to like not have these rules of like 6 a.m. wake up, this, that, and kind of like ease into my mornings. But Monday to Friday, it feels very stable for me to like almost be working as if I'm like doing some sort of like 9 to 5 vibe. Like, it's crazy to even say that, but I feel like a lot of my content creator friends as well say the exact same thing. Like there has to be some sort of structure in your life where you actually feel so just like discombobulated and you could just be working and burning yourself out and or feeling like you're not really getting anything done because you don't have the structure. So just maybe a reminder also for those who might be going to school right now or like having a 9 to 5, don't like always think that the grass is like always greener. I understand that there's always perks of like having like time freedom, working for yourself. I'm not saying like don't strive for that if that's not what you want. And I do think that it's still, in my personal opinion, if you can master it, is better than having to like work on someone else's time. Although I used to have to do that. And I feel like some people who don't watch my channel consistently don't know that I like did not always have this life, but I did. And sometimes it's hard, but just maybe take it from somebody who also has the opposite now. And I still like that routine. I still like knowing that I'm waking up with the world and we're going to the gym and like we're clocking in essentially, and we're doing our work, and I'm working throughout the day, and I have like a set night routine and things like that. Like it's nice, and you kind of need it. And it's kind of nice to like have that break as well on the weekends and stuff, just like, you know, a typical like 9 to 5 or whatever would have. So with that said, I hope this was like motivating, inspiring, just somebody to listen to while you're getting ready, especially the early mornings for fall and winter. Like they can be dark, they can be cold and boring, and like you don't want to do it, but just know you're not alone when you're doing these morning routines and things like that. Like most of the world is getting up really early and doing these things as well. And also you just have more time in your day when you get up a little bit early and do the things you need to do before you start your day, and you'll just be more successful. How you start your mornings and how you end your nights, it will really determine where you go in your future. The same way who you surround yourself with will really impact where you go in your life, because the people you surround yourself with, they have beliefs that will be impressed on you. So if you're around people who have great beliefs, who believe that things are possible, they're successful, they're hardworking, they have confidence within themselves, they believe they can get what they want, it will seep into your brain even if you don't really want it to. And the opposite can be true as well. So always just keep that in mind. Listen to positive music, podcasts, YouTube, whatever. You can listen to my podcast. I have a second channel, the Glow Up Secrets podcast, will be linked down below if you want more content. And let me know what you want to see next. I'm gonna do a October reset video for sure, and like a week in my life. So I'll just do more vlogs because I think that they're helpful for you guys. I know that, but also like for me as well. So I'll see you in the next one. Bye.